since the beginning of last year, we are already seeing a steady drop in housing prices across the board. And this is a clear impact of the policy changes on the mainland. So we will probably see this will continue for a little bit.
Yeah. Until when?
Well, at least throughout 2015, you look at the cities that have been surveyed, apart from Beijing and Shanghai, that there are some pockets of developments are seeing prices going up. The rest of the country are really seeing prices going down. So, but this only takes about 2 years, the policy impact for the prices to come down. So I would imagine in the next year or two, price will still continue to see a slow decline.
So, okay, so that's time. Give me a number or levels, because I mean, what we're talking about here is something that's command, top down. What the government wants to happen is going to happen. Give me a metric, a level. Is there a price or a rate or pace of decline at which they're going to go, okay, fine, that's good enough?
At the moment, the government doesn't have a target sort of a level of a percentage, but the problem, what we have now is the developers are having at least 2 to 5 years worth of stock to clear at the moment. So that until that has been cleared, the price is not going to go up anytime soon.
David, we're hearing that some developers are raising prices already, and other developers in China's cities are actually planning to raise prices. As an investor, where should you be looking to get in if you do want to get involved in China property right now?
Well, if you are into residential properties and the price going up, the only 2 cities that see the real price increase are Beijing and Shanghai, really, because there's always a demand for those 2 cities. But if you're into a 2nd, 3rd tier cities, and then you need to think twice.
But Beijing prices actually fell, correct, in terms of this data that came out today, just by 0.1%, but they fell nonetheless. You're saying invest in Beijing and in the residential space regardless?
Now, Beijing is a big city. If you look at the inner circles of cities, the properties, the price is actually going up because there's a high demand for those properties. But if you go to beyond the 3rd, 4th ring road, for example, the price is actually coming down. So on average, the price is coming down a bit. But if you're going to core areas, the price is actually holding. Yeah.
So, David, you know, because of what the government, what the authorities are doing, trying to cool things down, especially the small and the medium-sized developers, they're under pressure, they're getting squeezed, and you think there's going to be a shakeout. Some of them are going to fall by the wayside, right? For those that survive, I know that you see them probably moving outside China, where there's, you know, there's no government trying to, you know, put the thumbscrews on you. Where would these guys go? And give us some names, especially if they're publicly listed.
Well, I can give you a few names which is well-known, things like, you know, companies like Greenland or Wanda, they are all already going abroad. And out of the top 20 big developers in China, about 18 have already invested abroad for some time now. But this year we're going to see a lot more small to medium developers that are going abroad because, you know, the sales situation in China is not doing too well. But in terms of names, we're going to see a lot of new names that we haven't seen before. Some you know, outside the top 20 list.